everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly. If this is your first time coming, thanks for stopping by. I don't have a lot of favorites, but this time I included a couple of fails for me this month. I want to try to start doing that. Typically I just return stuff or throw it away if I really hate it and I don't think it's worth passing on to someone else. But a couple of these things I'm gonna try to work with, but right now I'm not really feeling them, and they're pretty heavily hyped products. So yeah, also if you're wondering about my hair, I'm gonna do a video, kind of like a mini Q&A or update, kind of tips, things I learned, whatever, blah blah blah. Before we get started, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you get notified every time I upload, and let's see what I was favoriting this past month. So 2017, I promised myself that I was gonna go really hard with skincare because I just really want to get to a point where I'm just confident, really confident without any makeup on. I can go out without any makeup and it's not really a problem, but I just, always feel like there's something else that I can be improving with my skin. And a couple of the products that I'm going to talk to you about today, I feel have really been doing really good wonders for my skin. First thing I want to say is that I have been drinking an insane amount of water each single day. Pretty much mainly when I go to work, which is fairly often. So I pretty much will take 4, 5, or 6 of the 16.9 ounce bottles, regular bottles of water or whatever. I'll take 4 to 6 of those to work each day. So I just try to make sure that I complete all of those. And I feel like that's really been helping my skin just to look more supple, to help with discoloration. I feel that it looks healthier. I feel that I am less oily, even though it is cooler out, but I do feel that I'm less oily also. So I've just been really increasing my water intake. So I picked up a couple of products from Henriksen that I had tried before that I really have been enjoying. I ran out of the Sheer Transformation Moisturizer that I had, and I realized that I really enjoyed it. So I picked up another full size of it. It's an oil-free perfecting cream that repairs the skin with vitamin C complex, licorice root, and pea extract. And it's supposed to help with discoloration. So it pretty much is a sheer moisturizer. I can use it at day or night. It doesn't have any SPF in it. It's not greasy. It's pretty lightweight, but it gives really good hydration to the skin. So really loving that. And then also I picked up the Invigorating Night Treatment, which is an overnight resurfacer. It has 12 source AHA complex. It's pretty much like this green gel. I'll use this at night, and then sometimes I'll put the moisturizer on top of it if I feel like my skin's super dry. But for the most part, I've been using this, and I feel like it's really been helping with texture on my face, as well as helping to minimize any type of small breakouts that I've been getting. And then the main bad boy for my skincare has been the Badescu Glycolic Acid Toner. This right here is bae, and I'm pretty sure this is what's really been helping my skin out a lot as far as helping with texture. So I never really had a huge problem with texture outside of actual breakouts, but I developed some weird texture here where it was just bumps underneath the skin that would never really come to a head, but they're just annoying to have. They're not a breakout, they're not discoloration, it's just flesh colored bumps underneath the skin there. So I've been using this. I use it day and night. The glycolic acid is supposed to really help with resurfacing the skin, helping with fine lines and wrinkles and texture. And I just put it on a cotton pad. I go after I cleanse my face in the morning, I put it on, and then after I cleanse my face at night, I'll do it again. It really has cleared up any texture that I had in this area, and then also I had a little bit of texture here, and it's helped with I feel shrinking the look of pores. It doesn't sting on any active breakouts. It smells really good, and I love this. They have a glycolic acid face wash that I think is pretty good, but I've been loving the toner. Lastly, for skincare, I have the Tropez Self Tan Bronzing Face Lotion. A lot of people don't like to tan their face. I really don't care. I'll put SPF on my face and then go lay out in the sun to try to get, tan. I kind of want to try a self-tanner for my face. A lot of them aren't marketed directly for your face, but this one is. It's non-pore blocking. It does not have SPF in it, but I like this because my face is super pale compared to the rest of my body, just because it gets, washed the most, so it's constantly having a fresh layer of skin. So I've been using this. I really like it. It has not broken me out. I think it gives like a nice tan, subtle like glow to it or whatever. And it's not too thick. It moisturizes the skin, doesn't make me like super oily or anything. So I've really been liking this. Okay, and then last month I went back to my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. I am in the shade 67, and I remember I used to like love this, but I had gotten into using my NARS every single day, and then I went back to using this just randomly. I think I was, I don't know, crunched for time or whatever. But I would say it's pretty medium coverage. It's definitely a matte foundation, but it's not super matte where I feel like my skin looks like really dry looking afterwards. But it definitely does keep me matte throughout the day. It doesn't move. I like that it comes in this really nice like squeezy tube. It's a really great foundation to apply when you're like really crunched for time. It doesn't take like 2 seconds to blend it out, and it looks great. Okay, so I picked up a bunch of Wet n Wild products recently, and I did a full face using Wet n Wild. And one of the things that I really liked out of the things that I tried was the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette Contour. This is in the shade Caramel Toffee, so it's the darker of the two that they have. Has a yellow banana peach like shade and then a warm bronze shade for contouring. Very, very pigmented. I took this when I went on my vacation, and it's like the only thing that I used. The bronzer is like amazing. Like you only need a teeny tiny amount, and it's like a lot of bronzer. It blends really nicely though, and it lasts. And then the yellow like peach shade here, I thought it was gonna be like, I was worried it's gonna be a little too dark for me, but it works great. It doesn't really have like flashback in it. It's pretty finely milled, and this is like massive, so it will last you for a really long time. So I was in Ulta several weeks ago, and I was in the checkout line, and I saw that they had the Carli Bybel BH Cosmetics palette, and I was like, okay, let me see what this looks like. And then I bought it, and I've been loving it. I've pretty much been using it to like face highlight every single day. I've really been highlighting my face like every single day. Even like when I go to work, I'm just like bam, highlighter on the nose, on the bridge of the, like on the cheekbones, and then like underneath my brow. And I love it. Like I get so many compliments when using it. I mainly use these two shades here, and then the two highlighters in the middle here, and then now that I have a little bit of like a tan, I've been using this darker one here. But they're really pigmented, and they don't have like a lot of glitter. It's just a really pretty sheen that's reflective. And I've swatched all of them. The matte shades are pretty dope too, so I'm excited that I got this palette. It's like 14 bucks. I restocked on my Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara, and I picked up the waterproof because I had it in the regular formula. I loved it. It gives really nice, long, thick lashes, and I want to try the waterproof. I'm kind of getting into waterproof mascara since I have really long days at work, and when I want to wear mascara, I don't want it to like transfer down onto my face. And I've been loving this. It works just as well as the regular formula. And then lastly, for favorites, I have one hair product. This is the Camille Rose Naturals Curl Love Moisture Milk with rice milk and macadamia oil. So I have pretty much used like almost all of it. I'm down to here. I recently, like I feel like I had been using this kind of like here and there with other products, and I really couldn't tell if I liked it. The other day though, I used it pretty much by itself. I think I sprayed a little bit of like a light leave-in in, and then I just like drenched my hair in this stuff. And then when my curls dried, they were really defined, but they were really soft, and they looked really shiny, and they were also elongated, so it didn't cause like a whole lot of shrinkage in my hair. Smelled great, and it felt good. And I don't know, I was at work, and I just kept like, I was feeling myself at work. I like went to the bathroom, I was like, okay, my hair is looking pretty darn good. And then I have 2 fails for this month. I figured I'd just go ahead and introduce these. They're things that I have not they're things that have not worked for me this month. I don't know if I will like end up liking them, but for right now, I'm just not feeling them. The first is the Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot Mascara. So I picked this up because it's been hyped everywhere, okay? I normally like a lot of Maybelline mascaras. Hello. And so I wanted to try this one. I got this in the waterproof formula, and I don't know if that's the biggest difference or so, but I just find that it really doesn't do anything for my lashes. It separates them pretty nicely, but it definitely doesn't give them any volume and really not much length as well. So I haven't really been liking this very much. I don't really think that it's all that special. And then my other fail for this month has been the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. So this is like super hyped up and I wanted to love this so badly. I love the applicator. I actually really like the consistency of the concealer. I just find that it doesn't really cover much. Like, I like the consistency. It feels like it's gonna cover a lot when you put it on. It blends out really nicely, but when I blend it out, I just feel that it doesn't really give much coverage. I also think that their shade selection is pretty sucky. This is medium light neutral, and I feel that a lot of the shades are neutral or more cool tone. I don't feel that they have a lot of warmer tone concealer, which is typically what I go for. So this one is neutral, but the one that was like medium dark, or I don't know what it is, they just look kind of ashy, and so I really want to like this. I'm gonna try to figure out if I can work with it. I'm not gonna throw it away. I like the consistency of it, so I guess on days that I want like barely any coverage underneath my eyes, I will grab this. Okay, so that's everything for my favorites video. Let me know what you were favoriting last month down below. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you'll get notified every time I upload. Thank you guys so much as always for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.